everybody out there in YouTube land. Thank you for joining us tonight. Introducing peaceful protester Wade Kelly.
Thank you, Ethan Hyatt. Hello, and welcome to my TV show on the YouTube network with a potential audience of over 2 billion people.
That's right, 2 billion people.
Coming to you live from the 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica, where I am peacefully protesting and advocating for the homeless here in Santa Monica and in Los Angeles County and in California and the whole US of A. The whole wide world if we could do something about it. But we have to start somewhere, so we might as well start right here in Santa Monica, where I have been playing out here on this promenade for the last 10 years or so. I guess more than 10 years now, a little bit. And, you know, I started playing love songs and stuff. I thought I'd come out here and just write, compose songs and sing love songs and peace and love songs. And then I saw the way that they were treating homeless people here in Santa Monica. And it got me a little upset, and I said, I got to speak out for these people. We got to speak out for human rights. We can't stand by in this so-called progressive city and watch this city criminalize homelessness, which they have done. I don't know if you know about the Grants Pass versus Johnson ruling in 2024 by the Supreme Court. Our own governor asked the Supreme Court, Trump's ultra-conservative Supreme Court, he asked them to help him criminalize homelessness here in California and around the West so that they could clean up. We need to clean up our streets. That's what they said. So the Supreme Court said, yeah, we'll let you criminalize homelessness, even if you don't have enough shelter beds, even if you're not building affordable housing, we'll let you criminalize homelessness. And so that's what they've done all over the West. Last year here in Santa Monica, they made 3,324 arrests, and of those, 2,391 were homeless human beings. So 72% of all the people arrested last year in Santa Monica were homeless. Isn't that terrible? That's right. How you doing? Good to see you. Peace. Thank you. I'll be sharing that with the homeless people. So anyway, we need to speak out. We need to get involved. And that's what I've been doing. That's why I ran for Santa Monica City Council in 2024. And that's why I'm on this Santa Monica Measure GS Resident Oversight Committee here in Santa Monica to try and help the city council use that money that they have. Right now they have 49 million in an account, just sitting there in an account. We're waiting for them to use it to build affordable housing and to keep people in their housing. So I'm trying to move forward, but there is some good news. This year in November, and right now the petition is out there to get on the ballot, and I hope it does. It is a petition for the Great Park and Community Housing Initiative here in Santa Monica, California. That initiative proposes to use 25% of the land that will be given to the city of Santa Monica by the Santa Monica Airport closing down. 25% of that land, which will be 48 acres. See, it's 192 acres altogether, the Santa Monica Airport. But they're proposing to use 25% of it to build affordable community housing. It would be fantastic to build 3,000 units of affordable housing there, where that airport is now. It would be like a little Park La Brea. I don't know if you know about Park La Brea, but that's a community that was put together, developed after World War II, because there was a housing crisis, a housing shortage. And that's what we have right here in California right now, a housing crisis, a housing shortage, a homelessness crisis. And instead of standing up for the rights of these homeless people, we're criminalizing homelessness here in California. And that's a shame. That's the wrong direction. We need to be standing up for the rights of everybody. We need to show that human rights are important right here in Santa Monica. We need to show the rest of the states and the rest of the countries in the world that human rights is a very important thing. One thing I hope we export is human rights. Right now, we're not exporting that. We're having some problems right now. I hope we're standing up for human rights around the world, and I hope we end all of our wars soon. But we need to show the rest of the world that we care about human rights right here in Santa Monica. Because everybody has the rights to the basics in this richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. No reason for poor people to be sleeping in the streets while rich people are having space races in this richest, most powerful country in the world. I don't know, did you watch the Academy Awards, the Oscars last night? Did you see some of it? It was okay. It was okay. I saw Delroy Lindo was up for an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. He was at our YMCA over here in Santa Monica just a few weeks ago. I talked with him a little bit, nice guy. I worked on a movie that he worked on back in, I think it was 2006, Domino. But anyway, we have to realize here in Southern California, especially Southern California, that if you're going to promote this place as an entertainment capital of the world, and you're going to have things like the Oscars and try to get everybody excited about us making movies here, being the movie capital of the world for as long as we have been, you have to realize that there are going to be a lot of people that don't become stars. I just watched that A Star Is Born the other night, and that's right. We need to celebrate everybody. Let's celebrate you. Let's celebrate me. Let's celebrate all the different ways that we can be. It's nice for them to have award shows and to celebrate people doing good art and putting out interesting things that people enjoy. That's nice. But we also have to stand up for human rights right here in Southern California. Let's celebrate you. Let's celebrate me. Let's celebrate all the different ways that we can be. Let's celebrate love and life. Let's celebrate every day that we can stay away from war and strife. Let's celebrate hope. Let's celebrate joy. Let's celebrate all our lovely girls and boys. Let's celebrate love. Let's celebrate love. That's right. It's great to celebrate and give out awards and to cheer people on for making art. But we have to realize, if you're going to be the capital, the movie capital of the world, you're going to have a lot of people that end up with their stars falling down. They didn't make it to be a star. I mean, I wanted to do movies and stuff, and I did some of that. And I did a lot of stage and stuff like that, and music. But you have to realize that in showbiz, there's a lot of people that are going to be disappointed, not have their stars rise, not everybody gets an Academy Award. So we're going to have a lot of poor people that are disappointed, and some of those people will end up living in the streets right here in California. So if you're going to promote your city as the movie capital of the world, you got to know that you're going to have to support some people that don't make it to the top, because only about 1% of all the Screen Actors Guild members are working at any one time in this city, in this country, in the world. That's right, just a small percentage of all the actors in the Actors Union. And that's not even to mention all the non-union actors in the world. But there's a small percentage that work, and an even smaller percent make an actual living doing that. So we're gonna have to be able to help people with the basics here in Los Angeles and here in California and the whole country. I mean, we live in the richest, most powerful country in the world. There's no reason for poor people to be sleeping in the streets while rich people are having space races. We can do better than that. Anyway, so we need to build more affordable housing right here in Santa Monica and all around Los Angeles, and even in Malibu, you know. Malibu, I was talking about the movie The Star is Born. The original one, I saw it the other night on TCM. And that was with Janet Gaynor and Frederick March. Great movie. I think it's probably the best Star is Born, if you follow all those. But it's a great movie about a young woman moving from Wisconsin, I believe, no, North Dakota, that's right. She moved from North Dakota to Los Angeles because she wanted to become a movie star. Now, they've remade that movie many times, but anyway, so she moved out here, and it wasn't easy for her to get started, and finally she got a few breaks, and then she met this great star, this matinee idol, who was on his way down. He was a bit of a drunk, and nobody liked working with him anymore. And his talent was fading because he had problems. And that's like many people. Many people are going to have problems and need help in life. Many of these people living in our streets maybe were very talented at one time and ended up living in the streets and needing some help. It's like a song my brother Joe wrote. Henry Phillips is putting it on an album soon. He was a star, but he didn't get far. That's the way of fortune and fame. Sure, he was funny and made lots of money, but you can't remember his name. And if you see me out on the streets, buy me a cup of coffee, help me back on my feet. He went to some parties. Sure, he went to some parties, met a starlet or two. Those were the good days, those were the old days. But now those days are through, and if you see me out on the street, buy me a cup of coffee, put me back on my feet. Went to some parties, he met some starlets, even had a wife or two. Those were the good days, those were the old days. Now those days are through, and if you see me out on the street, buy me a cup of coffee, put me back on my feet. Hollywood Joe Kelley wrote that song, Joe Kelley Jr., Hollywood Joe Kelley Jr. And it tells the story of a lot of people in this town, a lot of people that came here to get into showbiz and ended up on the streets. And that's why we need to have affordable housing here in Santa Monica and in Southern California. Just one of the reasons. There's a lot of people who weren't in show business that still deserve a place to live. That's right. And that's why I'm out here peacefully protesting and advocating for the homeless. Because we need to be making it easier for human beings to survive and not harder. I talk to a lot of people about a lot of these issues because I want everybody to get behind this initiative to build affordable housing on the Santa Monica Airport property. It's called the Great Park and Community Housing Initiative in Santa Monica. So I hope you will sign that petition to use 25% of that park for affordable housing. Anyway, so we need to keep moving forward and keep standing up for human rights. Because if you're gonna try to promote people coming to your state, and if you're the number one tourist city in the world, in the country, is Los Angeles, California, Hollywood. If you're gonna be the center of tourism, you need to make sure that your poor people can survive. We don't need the Olympics to come here and hide all of our homeless people somewhere. We need to make sure that we're building housing for those homeless people. And we're standing up for human rights. We have too many of our leaders blaming the poor for being poor, putting them in jail for being homeless. Too many of our leaders are blaming them for being poor, while at the same time they're creating this situation by not building enough affordable housing for generations and making it harder for those people who do live in housing, making it harder for them to survive. Too many people are spending 50% or more on their housing, and that's not the way it's supposed to be. We have too many of our leaders saying, don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor at all. We'll pull the chair beneath your seat and mock you when you fall. We'll tell you that you're crazy and you're on the drugs. We'll say you're mostly lazy and you're filled with bugs. So don't be poor and homeless, that's what they say. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless, just be rich, that's what they say, yeah. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and sick. They'll put you in the hospital and spit you out real quick. They'll say you need to rest more and change the way you eat. But they ain't got no medicine to get you off of the streets. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just live in a mansion. That's what you gotta do. All the rich folks wanna help you if they could. So they'll take your tent and your bags and stuff and move them to another neighborhood. A little farther, a little farther, a little farther down the road would be good. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't live in your car. They'll find a way to ticket you, no matter where you are. They'll say you're near a schoolyard or near a city park. They'll make you move your car all day and give you tickets while you're sleeping in the dark. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just live on a yacht. That's what you gotta do. The rich folks wanna help you if they can, but they'll start a race to outer space to help their fellow man. We are going to build affordable housing up on Mars. Don't Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor at all. They'll pull the chair beneath your seat and mock you when you fall. They'll tell you that you're crazy and you're on the drugs. They'll say you're mostly lazy and you're filled with all kinds of bugs. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. That's right, homeless people, just be rich. That's what so many people say to me. These homeless people just need to get a job. That's what they got to do. They got to get a job. Yeah, well, a lot of these homeless people do have jobs, and they still can't afford a place to live. If you have a job that pays minimum wage here in Los Angeles, you're going to find it very hard to get yourself an apartment unless you have help from the government or somebody gives you a special deal. And if you have a minimum wage job here in Santa Monica, forget about it. Forget about it. You ain't gonna get no place to live here in Santa Monica with a minimum wage job unless there's some subsidized housing, like I'm supposed to be getting sometime soon. I'm on a list. I'm on an old poor people's list here in Santa Monica, California, supposedly. I'll be checking up on that when I go to the Measure GS Resident Oversight Committee on the first week of April. I'll stop by the Housing Authority again and see how I'm doing on that list. How many people do they have on this list of low-income seniors here in Santa Monica, California? I can't even find out how many they actually have on the list. And I'm on a committee here in Santa Monica. I sure would like to know what all these homeless people were arrested for here in Santa Monica. Somebody needs to come up with those figures. Why people were approached? Was it just because they looked homeless? Because they had bags on them? Because they were wearing dirty clothes? I don't know why they approached all those people that were arrested. That's 72% of all the arrests last year were homeless human beings. I guess they had a bag or something, or maybe they were sleeping in the park and they thought, we got to tell this person they can't sleep in the park. Why not? We're making it harder and harder for human beings to survive. We need to be standing up for human rights. We need to tell our leaders. And that's why we all need to get behind the Great Park and Community Housing Initiative of Santa Monica. Build 3,000 units of affordable housing right here on the old Santa Monica Airport property. Use 25% of that. If you are not for using 25% of that 192 acres of land to build affordable housing, you just don't want to build affordable housing. You don't want to help end this housing crisis. If you can't get behind that Great Park and Community Housing Initiative here in Santa Monica, then you just don't care about building any affordable housing. Because right now, Santa Monica has only built about 4% of what it planned to build in the housing initiative of 2022. Between 2022 and 2029, they're supposed to build 6,500 units of affordable housing, and they've built about 315 so far. So we know that every proposal to build affordable housing in this city has been met by neighborhood groups saying, no, we can't have it in our neighborhood. It'll bring down our property values. We can't bring down our property values. We want to help the poor people, but we want to help them somewhere else. That's what they all say. So that's why we need to tell everybody to get behind the Santa Monica Great Park and Community Housing Initiative here in Santa Monica. Because if you believe that Santa Monica should be part of the solution to build affordable housing, then you'll get behind that initiative. Otherwise, you don't really care about helping people who are down and out. You don't care about building affordable housing. It's just that simple. It's one or the other. You want to build affordable housing and help lift people out of poverty and help lift people off the streets and help make sure that you have more housing for your first responders and your teachers and your healthcare professionals and people with mental disabilities and your seniors. You either want to build affordable housing, and if you build 3,000 units over there on the airport property, you're going to save hundreds of millions of dollars building it all together. And you will keep from being sued by every neighborhood group that you propose 100 unit housing. It's the best proposition going right now in Santa Monica. So I hope you all get behind it. And that's why I'm probably going to have to run for Santa Monica City Council again, just so I can keep talking about this at whatever forum they let me speak at. Because we got to make a difference, right? We got to show that we can make a difference. You doing all right? Can I give you a few dollars there? Chris, you doing okay? How are things? People treating you okay? I sure would like to hear any news you have for me that I can share with the people, okay? I'm trying to keep people okay. But you're a writer. You could probably figure out some stuff that you've seen that you could tell me about. But you think about it and share it with me another time. We have to keep trying to get these people here in Santa Monica to want to help lift people out of poverty and make things better. We've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy here in Santa Monica and in California. We have to do a better job of being kind to the needy. That's right. Too many poor people sleeping in the streets while rich people are having space races. We can do better than that. We can do much better than that. Oh, I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather sit around in my underwear than screw the poor and pollute the air. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. That's right. Oh, I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather live outside in the open air than try to keep sick people from getting health care. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. Oh, mama, I don't want to make you cry. Oh, mama, rich or poor, we're all gonna die. Oh, mama, don't want to make you sad. Oh, mama, but being poor just ain't that bad. No, it ain't. It ain't a crime. Not yet. Well, it kind of is here in Santa Monica. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather live in a box in the bottom of a ditch than be some stealing, cheating, lying son of a bitch. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather walk around without a stitch than be some warmongering son of a bitch. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. Let's try that again. Rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather walk around without a stitch than be some democracy overthrowing son of a bitch. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. Are you taking off, Ethan? Are you taking off? Well, it's good to see you. Peace. Ah, mama, I don't want to make you sad. Ah, mama, but being poor just ain't that bad. No, it ain't. Ah, mama, I don't want to make you cry. Ah, mama, rich or poor, we're all gonna say goodbye. Someday, hopefully not tonight. Let's put it off a little while if we can help it. Now, I hope you don't think that I hate all the billionaires. No, I don't hate them. I think we just need to, well, let's look at Elon Musk. They say he's worth about almost $1 trillion. That's the last thing we need in the United States is a trillionaire. Well, you know, we got a lot of billionaires that they're just like sick. You know, they're like hoarders or alcoholics or drug addicts. They get a little bit of money and they just got to get more and more and more and more. More and more and more and more and more and more. More and more and more and more and more and more. Now let's take Elon Musk for examples. We don't need a trillionaire. We don't need a trillionaire in our country. What we need to do is raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody in the USA can have a decent place to live. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies. And make sure that everybody can have a job that pays a living wage. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody can have good quality health care. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody can have a good public education. Now you say, Wade, we can't raise taxes on the billionaires because Trump's in power. And I say to you, well, that may be as far as federal law goes, federal taxes. But right here in California, we can raise taxes on the rich. We can raise taxes on billionaires. And that's why I am so happy to tell you to get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026 right here in California. That's a 5% wealth tax on billionaires. That's what we've been waiting for. So I heard somebody say to me the other night, well, I'd like them to raise taxes on the billionaires, but I'd like them to raise it on the whole country so it doesn't hurt California. I was like, wait a minute. Do you really want to raise taxes on billionaires or not? Because you're never going to get taxes raised on billionaires in the whole country. But right here in California, we can raise a 5% wealth tax on billionaires in this state. And if you're the kind of billionaire who doesn't want to pay his fair share and make sure that everybody can have the basics, food to eat, health care, a good public education, good quality, a decent place to live, if you're the kind of billionaire that doesn't want poor people to have those things, then you need to move to another state where they let you take advantage of the poor people without trying to stand up for human rights. But here in California, we need to stand up for human rights, and we need to raise taxes on the rich. That's why we need for this Billionaire Tax Act of 2026 here in California to pass. And we need all of our state representatives, all of our candidates for governor, all of our gubernatorial candidates to get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026. Tell your friends. Tell all your friends to demand that any of our state representatives, any of our leaders, our public servants who are going to run for office this year in November, that they all have to get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026 so everybody can have the basics in this fourth largest economy of the whole wide world, in the richest, most powerful country of the whole wide world. Let's tell everybody to get behind it. Let's show that progressive government can make a difference in people's lives right here in California. Oh, I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather live outside in the open air than try to keep sick people from getting health care. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather walk around with greasy hair than sell guns and weapons everywhere. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. Ah, mama, I don't want to make you sad. Ah, mama, but being poor just ain't that bad. No, it ain't. Ah, mama, I don't want to make you cry. Ah, mama, rich or poor, we're all gonna say goodbye. Bye-bye. Not tonight, hopefully. Hopefully tonight we'll keep going for a little while longer. But let's all get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026 right here in California to make sure that the billionaires pay their fair share, at least right here in California. We can do it. Well, I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather live outside in the open air than try to keep sick people from getting health care. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather walk around with greasy hair than sell guns and weapons everywhere. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. One more time, everybody sing along. Here we go, go, go. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather walk around in the Bear than see homeless people everywhere. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. Woo-hoo! And I'll keep on working at it. That's right. I'm heading in the right direction. Actually, ping, ping, ping. Good to see you. How are you tonight?
Yeah, I work.
Yeah, I know you worked.
Okay,
Good luck. You got to walk far away? Well, you have a good walk and be safe and have a great night. Peace. I do all right because I'm old. I made it to the old age so I can get Social Security. Nobody ever thought I'd get to be this old, but I did. And now I'm on Social Security, and that's a program that was put together by Franklin Delano Roosevelt back in the 1930s. His administration made sure they got a thing called Social Security passed, and it helps people. It helped people. Before that, old people just wandered off to die. They said, do the best you can. See ya, pops. See ya, moms. Go off and do the best you can. And they would wander off into the wilderness and die. Now they have a Social Security program that helps people get by in their old age. Thank you very much, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. And it also helps people with disabilities and other people that need the help. And then later on, they passed a thing called Medicare to give people health insurance. And they passed a thing called Medicaid to give poor people some health insurance, and I think that's fantastic. I've used it. I've used the poor people's health insurance because as an artiste, I have often gone to the way of making the tune instead of the dollar. And if you don't make the dollar, sometimes you can get sick without having insurance. And if you're poor enough, in some states, they will make sure you get health care, that you will get services you need. But there are 10 states in the United States where poor people can't have health insurance. They don't have health insurance for poor people. They say, if you're poor and you don't have health insurance, then you probably better get sick because you're not working hard enough. And they say, if you're poor and you don't have dental care insurance, then you probably don't need your teeth because you're not going to be eating because you're poor. There are 10 states that don't have any poor people's health insurance, and that's just a shame. But here in California, we need to make sure that our health insurance keeps getting better for the poor. poor people shouldn't have to wait. When I was here for my heart services, I waited, I think, 20 hours in the emergency room, and then when I got to see a doctor, he said, well, you're going to have to stay. And then some social worker came and said, well, you don't have the right kind of insurance. You don't have the rich people's insurance to stay here at Cedars-Sinai, so we're going to have to move you to another hospital. I said, no, thank you. I'll leave. And they said, well, you can't leave because you're too far along. So they kept me there, and because of that, because I spoke up, I got some very advanced heart procedure treatment done. I'm not saying I deserved it any more than any other poor people, any other poor person, but I got it, and I'm thankful for it, but I saw the way that they treat poor people, and we need to do a better job with our healthcare services here in California. Even though we have a much better healthcare plan for our people here in California than many states around the country, we need to keep making sure it gets better. And that's why we have to get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026 right here in California. That's one of the reasons. That's one of the things it will go to. And then we can celebrate. We can celebrate when we raise taxes on the billionaires here in California, because we'll be showing the rest of the country, hey, look, it can be done. Hey, look, we can create things to help lift people out of poverty. And we have to follow those programs. We have to make sure that they get done. We have to put people in office who will make sure that the programs work and actually accomplish the change that is needed. And we also have to work towards common sense gun laws here in the USA. We have way too many people getting hold of guns that shouldn't have guns here in the USA. We need to make it harder for somebody who would do evil with a gun to be able to get hold of a gun. Have you killed a gun today? Have you sent a gun away? Have you helped to solve a crime before it's done? See, the gun won't even mind. It's not part of humankind. Everyone should kill a gun. Everyone should kill a gun. Have you killed a gun today? Have you put a gun away? Have you ended it before its deadly run? See, the gun won't feel no pain. It doesn't even have a brain. Everyone should kill a gun. Everyone should kill a gun today. There's more guns than people in the US of A. Guns don't feel, they don't bleed, they don't cry. Everyone should kill a gun. Everyone should kill a gun. Now you know I'm not a fool. I know guns are just a tool, but these deadly tools have been ruling us too long. We're in the middle of a war. The enemy's inside our door. Everyone should kill a gun. Everyone should kill a gun today. It really pisses off the NRA. Guns don't feel, they don't bleed, they don't cry. Everyone should kill a gun. Everyone should kill a gun today. There's more guns than people in the US of A. Guns don't feel, they don't bleed, they don't cry. Everyone should kill a gun. Thank you, peace. I'll be sharing that with the homeless. Thank you, peace. Everyone should kill a gun today. There's more guns than people in the US of A. Guns don't feel, they don't laugh, they don't love. Everyone should kill a gun. That's right, we need to stand up for common sense gun laws in this country. It's been done before. Back to Franklin Delano Roosevelt, they passed common sense gun laws back then. They kept working them to get them through the court. They had to work to get them through the court just to make sure that we didn't have machine guns on our streets. It's a shame, but everybody knows we shouldn't have missile launchers or grenade launchers or machine guns on our streets, and we surely shouldn't have weapons of war on our streets. These assault rifles, these assault weapons. It's just common sense. We can do better. We can keep working towards a better day for everybody, spreading peace and love, and not settling for things the way they are. Keep speaking out for equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. It's about you. It's about me. It's about you and me working towards equality. It's about me. It's about you. It's about saying Black Lives Matter too. Cause when you and me are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about you. It's about me. It's about peace. It's about love. It's about the only thing my heart needs thinking of. It's about love. It's about peace. It's about a little bit of love and peace at least. Cause when the peace and love are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about peace. It's about love. It's about hope. It's about joy. It's about bring some home to little girls and boys. It's about joy. It's about hope. It's about enough hope to keep them off the dope. Cause when the hope and the joy are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about hope. It's about joy. Se trata de paz, se trata de amor, se trata de paz y amor. Se trata de paz, se trata de amor, se trata de paz y amor. Se trata de paz y amor. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Evenu shalom aleichem, Evenu shalom aleichem, Evenu shalom aleichem, Evenu shalom, shalom, shalom aleichem. It's about peace, it's about love, it's about the only thing my heart needs thinking of. It's about love, it's about peace. It's about a little bit of love and peace at least. Cause when the peace and love are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about peace. It's about love. 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 Oh, it's all about love. That's right. It's all about peace and love. Trying to spread it around a little better. We've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy in this country. We have to do a better job of being kind to the needy. We have to keep working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. And when you push all the poor people out of your city like Santa Monica has done for generations, you're going to push out a lot of people of color. Because we haven't gotten to a point where everybody has the basics, where everybody has basically enough. I mean, if you look at the demographics of the rich people, you'll see that we've still got a ways to go It's 10 times more likely for a young black man to be put in prison here in California than a young white man. And that's the sad truth. And we have to keep working towards a better day. We have to keep working towards making sure that everybody has the same rights. That's what our country is about. It's about working towards a more perfect union. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union. Establish see, some people thought it was perfect just the way it was. That's right. Somebody said, we, the people of the United States, in order, because we have a perfect union. No, some people said, well, they ain't really perfect, because only rich white guys with property get to participate in this new democracy that we're putting together. So we got to work towards a more perfect union. Establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. And of course, only rich white guys who owned property were able to take advantage of these new laws that they put together. But throughout the history of our country, we have been working, some people have been working to make sure that we keep moving forward, that we keep being more inclusive and standing up for human rights, equal justice, equal opportunity. We abolished slavery. We made sure that children didn't have to work in factories all day. We made sure that women could have the right to vote and have the same rights as men. It wasn't until 1924 that we made sure that Native Americans could vote in this country. 1924. And then the Civil Rights Movement of the 1960s, the Voting Rights Act and the Civil Rights Act, telling all the states, listen, you can do things differently, but you can't discriminate against people because of their race or their religion, their ethnicity, their beliefs, their gender, whether they're rich or poor. We all have the same rights. And we have the right to celebrate the different cultures that we come from. And tomorrow is St. Patty's Day. Happy, happy St. Patty's Day. Get drunk and peace on yourself. Oh, happy, happy St. Patty's Day. Get drunk and peace on yourself. Peace on your friends and lovers too. And I hope that they all peace on you. Oh, happy, happy St. Patty's Day. Get drunk and peace on yourself. That's right, St. Patty's Day tomorrow. That's a very interesting time to get drunk. I mean, to have a good time and celebrate Irish heritage. And I know a little something about Irish heritage. Irish culture. It's a very interesting celebration. The day of St. Patrick was taken into slavery. He was captured in Britain, Romano Britain. So somewhere up there near Scotland or somewhere up there. And he was taken into slavery and brought back to Ireland. And for 5 years, he was a slave. The Irish made St. Patrick a slave, that's right. So their most celebrated saint was a slave in Ireland for 5 years. Then he escaped. And then he studied his religion, and he became a priest, and then he went back to Ireland to save all of the pagans. That's right. And some people are very happy he did that. Some people say he drove the snakes out of Ireland. Is that right? Well, Well, he was a slave there in Ireland for 5 years, so we have to remember that St. Patrick was a British Irish saint who was once a slave. And that makes you think about the whole thing, doesn't it? When the Irish first came to the United States, they were treated pretty badly in a lot of places. And some of them were indentured servants and had to work out their servitude because they had a great famine over in Ireland. And I guess millions of people left Ireland for other countries. And you know, when they got here, they didn't have their citizenship right away either. Some of them had to wait for many years before they could get citizenship, but they were used for their labor. But they weren't given their rights right away. Even people that were put in the military at the time were used for their labor and not given their rights. And that's why we need to keep working today to make sure that we keep working towards equal rights for everybody. Because we've seen it over and over again in the history of our country. People used for their labor and not been given their rights, not been given a pathway to citizenship. That's why even on St. Patrick's Day, we need to be speaking up for the rights of those people, those up to 20 million people that are living in the shadows here in the United States and not being given their rights and used for their labor. De la Sierra Moreno, cielito lindo, vienen bajando un par de hijitos negros, cielito lindo, de contrabando. Ese lunar que tienes, cielito lindo, junto a la boca, no se lo des a nadie, cielito lindo, que a mí me toca. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. When Irish eyes are smiling, sure it is like a morning spring. In the lilt of Irish laughter, you can hear the angels sing. When Irish hearts are happy, all the world is bright and gay. And when Irish eyes are smiling, sure they'll steal your heart away. Ay, 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 ay. Canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. And Irish eyes are smiling, sure 'tis like a morning spring. In the lilt of Irish laughter, you can hear the angels sing. When Irish hearts are happy, all the world is bright and gay. And when Irish eyes are smiling, This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Ay, 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 ay. Cantando llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. When Irish eyes are smiling, sure they'll steal your heart. Oh, hey. So that was kind of an Anthony Quinn sort of St. Patty's Day, a little Spanish, a little Mexican, and a little Irish. And that's right. We need to keep standing up for everybody's rights in this country. A lot of us have seen our ancestors come here and go through a lot of hard times and to get to where we are today. And we got to keep moving forward because we haven't gotten there yet. We haven't reached equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. And we can learn from many of our cultures. You know, when I look at the different cultures, look at the Irish culture and the background of many of my ancestors, I see that it was not always an easy good. They were all good, you know what I mean? There was some bad there too. I remember my dad was a Kelley from the Florida orange groves, from those Kelleys down south, and he wanted to get out of the orange groves, and they were kind of a wild bunch, the Kelleys were. And then my mom was a smith from the Blue Ridge Mountains, Appalachians of Virginia, and they were kind of the prim and proper hillbillies of Virginia. But I often remember my own mom saying, "Those Kelleys are lazy. Those Kelley." You know, people used to talk about the Irish being lazy and drunks. I think a lot of it came from the British. There was a time when, before the potato famine happened, you know, that the Irish farmers used to spend a lot of their time telling stories and making music and doing beautiful things like that. And a lot of people looked on them as being lazy. And some of those British people in power at the time, when the potato famine came on, they thought it would be good. It would be good for the morals of the Irish, so they didn't want to help. And if people had over a quarter acre of land, they couldn't get any government help, get any relief. And they were very hard on a lot of those Irish people, and many millions of them left Ireland to come to the United States and other countries. And it was hard for them. They were looked on as a inferior race, just as many other new immigrants are looked on. You know, we have to remember that it's always the new immigrants that are looked on as some inferior race, and we have to keep lifting them up. And as people with an Irish background, we need to understand that we can't just push people down, that we're all human beings, and we need to stand up for human rights. That's my point there. Oh, my name is McNamara. I'm the leader of the band. And though we're few in number, we're the finest in the land. We play at wakes and weddings and at every fancy ball. But when we play at funerals, we play the best of all. All the drums go banging, the cymbals clanging, the horn they blaze away. McCarthy bumps the old bassoon while I the pipes who play. And Tennessee toodles the flute, and the music is something grand. But credit to old Ireland is McNamara's band. I'm playing a 5-stringed guitar tonight, just because I'm a very good guitar player. I don't need as many strings. All right, now we are rehearsing for a very grand affair. 'Tis the annual celebration, all the gentry will be there. Often, when President Grant to Ireland came, he took me by the hand. Said he, I've never seen the likes of McNamara's band. All the drums go banging, the cymbals clanging, the horns they blaze away. McCarthy bumps the old bassoon while I the pipes to play. And Tennessee toodles the flute, and the music is something grand. A credit to old Ireland is McNamara's band. All the drums go banging, the cymbals clanging, the horns they blaze away. McCarthy pumps the old bassoon while I the pipes to play. And Tennessee toodles the flute, and the music is something grand. A credit to old Ireland is McNamara's band. La 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 la, la 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 la, la la la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. All right now. There's another verse, but we don't need it, do we? All the drums go banging, the cymbals clanging, the horns they blaze away. McCarthy bumps the old bassoon while I the pipes to play. And Tennessee toodles the flute, and the music is something grand. A credit to old Ireland is McNamara's band. A credit to old Ireland is McNamara's band. And that's why St. Paddy's Day only comes once a year. Tooraloora, tooraloora, tooraloora. Hush now, don't you cry. Tooraloora, tooraloora, tooraloora. It's an Irish lullaby. Tooraloora, tooraloora, tooraloora. Hush now, don't you cry. Tooraloora, tooraloora, tooraloora is an Irish lullaby. remember it. All right, couple more. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the flowers are dying. 'Tis you must go and I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. 'Tis I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so. And when you come and all the flowers are dying, and I am dead, as dead I will maybe, you come and find the place where I am lying, and kneel and say an Ave there for me, and I will hear the soft you tread above me, and all my dreams will warmer, sweeter be, if you'll not fail to tell me that you love me. I'll simply sleep in peace until you come to me. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. 'Tis I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so. I'm going to get that right one of these years, but not this year. Whoo! How you doing? Good to see you, Lori. Oh, Dorian? Dorian, can I give you something? How you doing? You getting by all right? I hope you register to vote here in Santa Monica and vote for some affordable housing to be built next year. Yeah. They're going to have it on the ballot. I hope you do. You get people treating you all right? You doing okay?
Yeah.
Good to hear. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
Are there any more Irish songs that I should sing? Well, I think that's probably just about it. What did you have? for me there, Ethan? Is that me?
That's you.
Am I still going?
You're going.
All right.
It's backwards, but that's okay. You're left-handed on this one.
Well, I thank you all, and let's keep working towards a better day for everybody. Let's keep working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all, housing the homeless, common sense gun laws, good public education. We can do great things in this country. They have been done before. Don't let anybody tell you different. We have made sure that we have programs to help lift people out of poverty. We just have to keep moving in that direction. That's why we all need to get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026 right here in California, and the Great Park and Community Housing Initiative here in Santa Monica, California, so we can be part of a better day. And maybe I'll think of a few, tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day, maybe I'll think of a few St. Patty songs tomorrow, and I'll play some on Wednesday. Oh, happy, happy St. Patty's Day, get drunk and peace on yourself. Oh, happy, happy St. Patty's Day, get drunk and peace on yourself. Peace on your friends and lovers too. And I hope that they all peace on you. Oh, happy, happy St. Patty's Day. Get drunk and peace on yourself. Hey. Thank you. My song is just a song, just a dream to sing along to. A dream that can't be sold for silver or the gold, but something you can hold in the part of your heart that cries in the night and longs for the day when something goes right, and yearns for loving arms to hold you tight. Sweet dreams and peaceful, restful nights. I sing you a sunny day. I sing your worries all away. I sing you loving arms to hold you tight. Sweet dreams and restful nights. I sing you a sunny day. I sing your worries all away. I sing you loving arms to hold you tight. Sweet dreams and restful, peaceful nights. I sing you a sunny day. I sing your worries all away. I sing you loving arms to hold you tight. Sweet dreams and restful, peaceful nights. Peace and love.